Welcome again to the Boot Network's instructional video series. Once again, my name is Brandon. Today we'll be covering the second half of the Facebook functionality. We covered the first half in our part 1 Facebook basics video. In the second half, we're going to be talking about page creation, page management, and page edits. So creation of pages goes beyond just daily Facebook use. And what I mean by that is when you create a page, you're representing something greater than yourself. So you're not just representing your own profile with your pictures and your statuses, but you're actually representing either a group, an organization, a company, a cause, that sort of thing. Once you create a page, it's not something that is easy as just having your own personal Facebook because it requires constant maintenance. It's not just, you check in, you message your friends, you post a status. It's almost like a website in a way because you're trying to grow it and you're trying to get it seen. So there's a lot more complex steps to keeping it maintained. So we're going to go through not only the creation of it, but also maintaining it and keeping it up to date. So to create a page, over here on the left, after you've logged into Facebook, we're going to be using this navigation tab again. So over here on the left, if you scroll all the way down, under your friends, your groups, all of that, you should see a pages section. In the pages section, it'll list all of your current pages that you have created or are an admin for, but it'll also give you a create page button. So we're going to use that create page button. Once you click on that, it's going to ask you to create a page and select from these 6 different tiles of your page type. That includes the local business, company, brand or product, artist, entertainment, or cause. Let's theoretically say that you are doing a local business. You just click on local business right there, and then it's going to ask you for some things before you get started. And that works with all of them. They all have a certain requirement. From there, Facebook will just guide you through and you'll be met with a blank page. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because Facebook's page creation wizard is very easy and very intuitive. But what I will show you is once it's created, you're going to be greeted with something that looks similar to this. The only difference is this already has a banner image and a profile image as well as some posts and some followers. What you'll be greeted with is no banner image, no profile image, and this will all be blank. Think of it as if you were just creating a brand new Facebook profile. So the very first time you signed into Facebook and created a Facebook account, you had to upload a picture and a banner. You had to create your first post. You had to get some friends. It's sort of that way with a page. The only difference is you have your actual personal Facebook to fall back on to kind of generate that initial following, that initial fan base. So when you first create this, the first thing I would do is upload your banner photo, and that works just like your personal Facebook that we talked about in the first part. So you just click on this button, click upload photo, and then upload your main photo. And then do the same thing with your profile picture. Like I said, it works just like a personal Facebook profile picture that we mentioned in the first part. Now, once you've uploaded both of these, you'll notice you start to kind of have a brand look to your page. From here, you're going to create a call to action button, which is right here. So what a call to action button is it represents what your page is standing for. So if you're shopping at that page, if you're a local business and you want to be contacted to generate revenue or clients, you put in your website here. So Boot Networks is our company, and we need to create a call to action for us. So to generate revenue, to generate leads, to generate followers and likes, we want a contact us button. There's other buttons here, but we don't offer necessarily an actual product. We offer services, so a shop now would not work for us. Neither would a sign up or a watch video. So for now, we're just going to do contact us instead of any of these other options. I recommend contact us as a general one for anybody looking to advertise, to get out there a little bit more without directly offering a product. So we're going to put in our website. And we're just going to create this call to action button. So if they're searching on their phone, there's an option to either send us to a website or an app. We're going to just use the default and then click create. So now you'll see that our call to action button has changed from its default create call to action button to this actual contact us with a little letter. Now from here, now that you've set up your main 3 things on your page, now it's time to generate not only new likes, new followers, but also to start putting some content on your page to reward those that are already following. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with making a post to your timeline. So to make a post to your timeline, not only will this post to your individual timeline, but it'll also post to anybody who is currently a fan or is following your particular page. And the way they do that is they navigate to it either through the search bar or through word of mouth. They find you and then just click the like button. And then they'll start seeing your page in their news feed. So to post something to all of your followers' news feeds, all you have to do is, just like in a personal status update, you just go to this status section right here. You punch in whatever content you'd like, such as Boot Network such and such. Once you've posted that, you just click post, and that'll post it to everybody's timeline. Now, it does look slightly different than a normal post because you have this boost post option and you also have this icon right here. So what this icon is representing is who exactly is posting this. And for now, it is Boot Networks. But some pages will allow you to either post it as Boot Networks or yourself. So it'll either allow you to post it as the personal page, your personal Facebook page, or your general company or organization page, whatever this page is titled. But for now, we're just going to leave it as posting as Boot Networks, and then you post here. Just make sure that the symbol is the symbol of your company or your cause rather than your personal Facebook picture. Now, once you've posted it, Facebook does offer a boost post as well as a promote page option down here in the left. Now that's paid advertising. I do recommend looking into that once you've generated enough leads on your own and you can't feasibly generate any more. So what I mean by that is once you have used all of your options, such as word of mouth, you've used your website, you've branded the footer of your email to include your Facebook page, you've also got all of your colleagues on your personal Facebook to like your page, and you've maybe even put your Facebook page on your business cards, and you've kind of reached a plateau area where you've reached maybe 100, 200, 300 likes, and you can't seem to be growing it week to week. The next step is that boost post or promote page option that Facebook does offer. They offer pricing plans and that sort of thing. So I recommend looking into this after you've already got your Facebook page off the ground. So definitely not something that you want to do for your first couple posts. Facebook will walk you through this. So if you have any questions, I won't explain them in this video, but perhaps in a later video I will go over those various options that Facebook does offer you if you're willing to spend a little bit of money on it. So once you've made your first post and you've gotten yourself advertised you've put out content on the pages on the timelines of your followers, the next step is to essentially manage your page. So I recommend putting a post out every either daily or weekly or monthly, as long as you're consistent. So if you put out 3 or 4 posts in a day and then there's no content for a month, you might have some very frustrated followers. So being able to have consistent posts is a good thing. So as long as you stay on top of that, the next step is, like I said, to manage this page. And you manage it through these 2 bars, this page messages, notifications, post bar, as well as this timeline, about, photos, reviews, and more bar. So we're going to start with this bottom one. and then we're going to move on to the top one. The reason I say that is because this top one will default to page, which is your general Facebook page. For us, it's this general Boot Networks page. And that'll show us the timeline about photos, reviews, and more. And then I'll show you these three in a second. So from here, we're going to click on the About, because that's important to customize this. So in the About section, this is just like your personal Facebook page. This is everything that's about this Boot Networks page. That includes the address, that includes the phone number, the hours of operation, that sort of thing. And this varies depending on what kind of page you created. For us, it was a local small business, so it's offering the hours of operation and price range. If you have a cause or a nonprofit organization, it will not offer a price range, of course, but it'll offer other options. It's very specific, and it all depends on which page you created. So here's all the page info. It's right underneath that Overview tab. If you would like to add information, it'll just be blank like this. It'll say enter a Facebook web address or that sort of thing. It'll say enter a name of your business. Since we already have them entered, it shows up as black text. If you haven't entered them yet, it'll show up as blue text. And all you have to do to enter it after you decide on what information you'd like to include is find the category you want to edit, click edit, and then just add that information. And then click Save Changes whenever you make a change, and that will that'll save all of your about information. Now from the About section, we're going to move on to Photos. This is where you manage all the photos just like you would with your personal Facebook. You can add photos here, or you can add them directly to your timeline, and they will be uploaded automatically to these photos. So just think of it as a library of photos, photo management. Next, we're going to click Reviews. Since this is a small business, there is a Reviews tab. If it was a cause or a person or something like that, there wouldn't be a Reviews. There would be a Likes section or a Followers section. But with a small business, Facebook does offer customers and clients a chance to review and leave a testimonial. So this is where you can review or even rate the page yourself. And then under the More tab, we have likes and videos. So likes is the total number of people that like this page. And then finally, under videos, this is going to show us all the videos that Boot Networks has uploaded. And it's just like photos. It's just a library showing all the photos that have been uploaded. And you can add them just by clicking Add Video and upload the video from your computer directory. And then just click Post, and then I'll post it not only to your timeline, but it'll also show up in this Videos section. Okay, now finally, let's go up to this top bar. Let's start with the Messages. It's right next to Page. So Messages is the conversations you've had as a company or as a Facebook page. So this is different from your Facebook messages, your personal messages, in that this is going to be coming from your followers and people interested in your page. And when you send a message, it's not going to say Brandon Carver. It's not going to say your name. It's going to actually say Boot Network sent that message. To create a message, all you have to do is find a person that you are interested in messaging, just like you would personally. I'm sorry. Rather, you will not be able to make. You'll not be able to send messages. You only receive messages and then respond to them. So you'll receive an inbox message from somebody interested in your page, and then you can respond to them from there. Next, your Notifications tab. Your Notifications tab shows you all the recent posts, the recent activity, if you've gained any new followers, that sort of thing, in regards to your page itself. And then finally, Posts. This is very important because most people have a very busy schedule between work, school sometimes, and various other responsibilities. And like I said earlier, you want to post frequently and consistently. If you are going to be out of the country, or you're busy, or your routine has gotten in the way of posting things. Let's say your followers are accustomed to you posting at 6 o'clock every Thursday, but you can't make it this time. You can't get that post going. You can't post that picture or video that you want. All you have to do is schedule a post, and that's what these are for. In here, you'll be able to schedule posts. And from here, you will have an edit post section. It's schedule post section. It'll say add new post. I do not have the permissions in this page, unfortunately, but you'll have permissions. It'll say add new post. You add the post that you'd like, and then it'll give you a date and calendar where you can schedule that post to go live at a certain time. Now we'll click on page. That will return us back to our main page section. Under our main page section, I'm just going to show you how to navigate back towards your home page, so your personal Facebook page. You just click on that little Facebook icon in the upper left-hand corner, and that'll navigate you right back to your personal timeline. Now, let's theoretically say that you are a creator or an admin on several different pages, and you can't seem to see them all at once. If you go in the upper right-hand corner, it should say Your Pages, and it'll give you a drop down right next to the current page that's being listed. This shows the page that you worked on most recently, but if you click this drop down, it'll show you all the pages that you manage. So let's theoretically say I want to jump to a different page that I manage. I just click on that. It'll update the information underneath it of what recently has been occurring on that page. And then if I click on the title itself, it'll bring me to that page. So you'll notice the difference between this page and the previous page I showed you is this page is a personal page. And by what I mean by personal is it's one man, whereas the previous one I showed you was a company. So you'll notice this is a little bit different. There's no review section. There's no option to rate this because it's not a company, it's not a business. If we go under the About section, you'll notice it's personal. This is essentially a self-promotion page rather than a business page. Therefore, there's no location, there's no price range, and there's no hours of operation. Now, if we go back to the timeline, the reason I brought us to this page is an example of a very successful, yet still small, new page. So Steve, who is the owner of this page, has been working on this page for, I want to say, 2 or 3 months now. So he's just now getting the hang of it, getting it going. And you'll notice in that short amount of time, he's already gotten a lot of likes. And what you'll also notice as I scroll through here is he has a lot of content. Pictures, photos, diverse content, things that reward people for following his page. Now, the reason this is important, and almost more important than generating new leads, new followers, new people to like your page, is because the people that already like your page see all this content and will, through word of mouth and through recommendation, push others to like your page. And that'll naturally grow your page. Again, he will plateau soon, and from there he will need to promote his page through paid promotion through Facebook. But for now, he's doing really good at advertising and getting people to like his page through word of mouth, through business cards, through essentially self-promotion. He has yet to create a call to action button, so let's create that for him right now. Let's do a contact us since it's just very general. Actually, let's do a what I'm gonna have to do for him is I'm gonna have to upload a video because he's very video centric, as you can tell by all of his videos. So instead of, like in the previous page, we added a contact us button, we can add a watch video button, and then we can link to a YouTube video if we'd like, which is probably what I will do for his page. So for the most part, that should conclude the basics of managing a page. If there's any questions, if there's anything I didn't cover in this video, that's entirely possible. And the easiest way to get help on that is to email us at Boot Networks, or to email me personally at brandon@bootnet.biz. And we will answer any questions you have, and we'll help you out with any Facebook concerns or issues that you're having. This concludes the second part, and hopefully we'll have a third part that will go into even more detail if enough questions arise. You enjoy the rest of your day.